Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye and today I'm doing a low-buy haul. In case you aren't familiar with this series, every 4 months I like to gather up all the makeup that I've purchased in that time period and haul it for you guys and talk about why I purchased them since I am on a low-buy. I will link the playlist down below because these are some of my favourite videos to make because I do give you guys like mini reviews of each product as we go through. I highly recommend that if you are on a low buy, record your hauls in some way. The way that I like to do it is write down everything in my bullet journal, and then when I haul this stuff, I know exactly what I purchased. I'm gonna go in chronological order of when I purchased these, so let's start off with January. January and February are usually pretty difficult months for me, so that kind of reflected in my spending for January specifically. First things that I purchased in January were 6 Bremovich single shadows. Now I've put all of the singles that I've bought this year in this palette right here, but the top 5 up here are the Bremovich ones. I have done a video swatching and doing a look with them, and the reason why there's only 5 here and instead of 6, I did declutter one of the singles because it was a dupe for a Glam Shop shadow that I own and I preferred the Glam Shop formula. Bremovich and Glam Shop's formulas are very similar, but I found that with the shade that I have, that I think Glam Shop's shadow is called Zorza. I'm probably pronouncing that completely wrong, but I had a Bremovich shadow dupe of it and I just preferred Zorza more. But I love these Bremovich shadows a lot. I especially love this shade right here. I think it's called X14. X24. My mistake. These are from their Sparkle range and they are so beautiful, so sparkly and dimensional. I also love X02 right here. I'm sorry that I keep putting this up against the camera, but this is such a beautiful green, blue, yellow iridescent shade. It's so stunning. I use it all the time. I'm very pleased with my Bremovich purchase. I will definitely be buying some more of their shadows in the future because they did recently release more shades. Also, any videos that I've done with any of the products that I'm mentioning, I will be linking down below in case you want to watch them. Now, my next purchase in January was from Glisten Cosmetics. I had been wanting to try them for so long, so when I was placing my order, I bought the Black Moon Urban Myth palette. It looks something like this. I have done a 3 looks 1 palette plus review on it, and this is such a gorgeous palette. I will say I don't love it as much as I anticipated that I did, but I really love this color story. It's very inspiring to me. I especially love these two metallics right here. I also really like Paranormal. It's a beautiful duochrome. In my review I mentioned that it isn't a duochrome, but I don't know why I was on. This is definitely a duochrome. It's like a purple to blue. But I feel like this color story is pretty unique. I love the theming and I'm very happy that I own it. Every time I look at it, it makes me happy. And I mean, come on, the mirror is a flying saucer. How fucking cute. And of course, naturally, because I was placing a Black Moon order, I had to pick up some of their famous liquid lipsticks. I got the shades Ashes, Cider, and Gloom. I will be honest, I didn't need the shade Gloom. I do have a similar shade in my collection. I think I actually decluttered the shade that I had that was similar to this because I just prefer this tone a bit better. It's like a nice greyish beige colour. Ashes is the most beautiful grey. I absolutely love grey lipstick. I think it's incredibly underrated. This is so fucking cool, especially if you just do some beautiful black graphic liner and use this on your lips. Magnificent. And finally, Cider. This is a mustardy brown colour. This is gorgeous. Anytime I'm wearing a grungy look, I want to wear this colour. It's such a perfect and unique mustard shade. It's not too yellow where it looks a bit weird on your lips. It's got enough depth and enough brownness to it to make it like look a bit less jarring on the lips, I guess. It's a really beautiful colour and I love this Black Moon liquid lipstick formula. It dries down completely matte. It's kind of liquidy when you first apply it, but it dries down completely matte, but it's not like crusty on your lips either. It lasts beautifully. I absolutely love it. And the final thing I picked up from Black Moon is one of their Sinister Satin lipsticks, and this is in the shade Elm Street. I was really shocked. I love this a lot more than I anticipated. It's just a beautiful deep red. I used to have a liquid lipstick of this color, but I completely finished it because it was my favorite color to wear. This one's a bit darker than the one that I used to own though. And originally when I was placing the order on Black Moon, I was gonna buy the liquid lipstick version of this color, but that shade was sold out, so I thought I would just grab the bullet just to try out the formula as well. And y'all, this Sinister Satin formula is absolutely beautiful. It's a little bit firmer, so when you do apply it, you do kind of have to tug it on your lips a little bit, but it lasts beautifully all day and it does have a slight satin sheen to it. It's not glossy on the lips at all. It's just got a nice plush satin feeling. I'll put a picture of me wearing this right here because this lasts beautifully all day. It's very easy to get a crisp line because the point is so sharp. It's not drying on the lips. It lasts pretty well considering it's a satin lipstick. This is an unexpected favorite from me. I really do enjoy this. So if you're ever eyeing this range from Black Moon, I highly recommend especially this shade Elm Street. And also it's called Elm Street, Nightmare on Elm Street, one of the best horror franchises to ever exist. I love it. Continuing on, I bought 4 single shadows from Enchanted Lustre Cosmetics. These 4 right here. These are from their Dragon Prism 2 bundle, because you can buy the Dragon Prism 2 palette or you could buy them as singles, so naturally I wanted to just grab 4 singles. I got the shades Toxic Prism, Sonic Prism, Chrono Prism, and Flare Prism. As we can see, I kind of went for a specific colour story right here. These are fucking gorgeous. Enchanted Lustre Cosmetics are an Australian indie brand, and when I placed the order, I went in with a couple of friends just so we could split the shipping and customs, since I only wanted 4 eyeshadows, so I didn't really want to pay the shipping and customs just for 4 shades. I highly recommend that if you do have friends that you trust, that you live nearby, do go in with orders with them because it makes the shipping so much cheaper and you do split the customs too. And I absolutely love these eyeshadows so much. They're on the same sparkle level as Bremovich Divina and all of those sparkly shadows that we love, Cleona, Kaleidos, all of that. They are fucking gorgeous, especially if you live in Australia and a lot of indie brands are hard to access. Enchanted Lustre are a fantastic one to go for. Again, I don't know why I stopped mid-word just then. My brain just said no. I especially love this shade Chrono Prism. It is absolutely fantastic. I used it as my lid shade in this look right here. I know that Cleona has a similar shade called Corrosion, I believe, and I think this is a similar colour. I'm very happy though, because I always wanted to try Corrosion, but now I have my own version. Moving on to another palette that I purchased this year, the Kaleidos Club Nebula palette that they did in collaboration with Angelica Nyqvist. This palette is an absolute beauty. I've done several videos on this palette that I will all link down below. I love these metallics in this palette. They're so wet looking and bright, and the duochromes are so bright. The mattes in here are so creamy, blendable. This is the best palette that Kaleidos has ever done, and I'm really upset that it was limited edition because this is fucking phenomenal. I love the quality of this. It's so inspiring. You can do so many different looks with it. I love it. I love it with my entire heart. And also, I'm pretty proud of myself. The only palettes I've purchased this year were these 2 palettes, and they were both in January. So I'm pretty content with myself at the moment. Go me. Next up, this is kind of a boring one. I bought the Nabla Major Pleasure mascara because my current mascara ran out, and actually I need to toss this one because this is dried out at this point. I've had this for like, what, 5 months now? The wand on this mascara is so nice. It's really skinny, and so you can really get all of your lashes. It's very volumizing and lengthening. This is probably my favorite mascara that I've ever tried, and I really do love this one. I would definitely consider repurchasing it. I just have another mascara opened that I want to finish first. But yes, I'd definitely buy this again, and this is an empty now. It's so great. And the final 2 things that I bought in January were the Oden's Eye Bullet Lips. These are the Kiss the Fairy lipsticks, so I got 1 velvet and 1 cream. Y'all, these are my favourite bullet lipsticks in my collection, if not my favourite lipsticks in my collection, hands down. This is the velvet lipstick in the shade Light Peach. This is the perfect matte bullet lipstick. When you apply it, it looks completely matte. It doesn't have a sheen to it at all. And when you do apply it, it is nicely creamy, but not too creamy to the point where it slides off your lips. It does have a slight stiffness to it. It's like a perfect middle ground, which I really do enjoy. This lasts beautifully on the lips. Like, it has very good lasting power. I wouldn't say the same lasting power as a liquid lipstick, but this lasts pretty fucking well through eating and drinking. I love this color. It's the most perfect neutral color on myself. I love this formula. It feels so luxurious and the price is just right. I love. And the cream lip formula, I got the shade Love Jasmine because Little Jasmine is my favorite gloss in my collection. I'm actually wearing Little Jasmine on my lips today. So naturally I had to get the shade called Love Jasmine since it's basically Little Jasmine in a bullet lip formula, but a creamy bullet lip formula. And this cream formula glides on the lips beautifully. It's so glossy on your lips. It almost looks like a lip gloss. magnificent, so moisturizing, and the velvet one is also not drying either. I think this is my favorite product that Oden's Eye has ever come out with, and y'all know I'm an Oden's Eye stan. I fucking adore that brand, and these bullet lipsticks are everything. I absolutely love them. I really hope they expand the shade range because there's only 3 colours in each formula, or 4 colours in each formula. I can't quite remember, but these, if you try these out, you will not be disappointed. These are fucking incredible. Alright, now we've finished talking about January. I'm kind of out of breath already. I've been recording for 20 minutes and we've only gone through January. Oh no. Thankfully for the rest of the haul, I did pare myself back quite a lot because I realized that I spent so much in January that I was like, alright Skye, you need to calm down. Calm down. Also in this video, I'm not going to be mentioning gifts from friends or PR because I just want to talk about the makeup that I have purchased. I know in previous low buy hauls I did mention some PR and some gifts, but I feel like it's a bit more useful to know like what I myself have purchased because I do purchase 90% of the makeup in my collection. But yes, with that being said, moving on to February. February, I only bought 3 things. The first one being I ordered some lashes from Wiki Lashes. Wiki Lashes are a UK-based indie brand that do lashes, and I bought the styles Liv and Bella. Liv, I have gone through a pair of these already. These are one of my favorite lash styles that they do. It's so dramatic because it has that crisscross style and they're flared, which I fucking love flared lashes on myself. These are absolutely beautiful, so fluffy. And the other pair that I have are Bella, and these are the more like natural flared lashes, and these are beautiful too. If I want to wear lashes but I don't want something too dramatic, this pair is beautiful. I love Wiki Lashes, they make my favourite lashes, and also my friend Natalia has a code with them, Natalia10 right here, use that for 10% off. Natalia being my friend, another day, another pan. I absolutely love that woman. I will be mentioning her a little bit later in this video. I do know that I need to place another Wiki Lashes order soon because my current favourite pair, actually let me show you right now, I didn't purchase it in this haul, video, but this is my favorite pair that they've ever made, and this is November. They're very spiky and chunky and fluffy at the same time. These are on their last legs, so I do need to make another order from them soon to get a backup of that. The next couple of things that I bought in February were birthday presents to myself because my birthday is in late February, and the first one being the Auric Glow Lust. I've done a review video on this. I like to use this as my base product, like as a foundation, so I like to apply this all over my face, blend it out with a beauty sponge. It gives me like a nice hint of coverage, but not too much, makes my skin look really glowy. It lasts very well on my oily skin, and it just makes my skin look like my skin but better. This is beautiful, really worth the price. I absolutely love it. I'm in the shade Selenite. I can see myself finishing this and repurchasing it because this is good shit. If you're ever contemplating getting Glow Lust, this is your sign. I fucking love this stuff. And the final thing that I purchased in February was my Terra Moons order. These shades right here. These are the Terra Moons Iridescent Chameleons. Again, I've done a video on these and I've done a look with them. These are iridescent multichromes, and man, they are so shifty. They are beautiful face highlights, beautiful for the inner corners. I use these all the time. I need to actually include these in my Shop My Stash because I need to use them even more. Even though I've used them so much, I just want to bathe myself in these. The quality is fantastic. They're so shifty, well worth the price. I highly recommend them. I'm trying to speed through this because I have been recording for quite a while, but we're moving on to March now. The first purchase that I made in March was from Glisten Cosmetics. I purchased 5 more of their wet liners, and I will share the shades that I bought right now. The first shade right here is Cherryade, which is just a neon bright pink. The next shade is Papaya, and this is a bright orange. I then bought Bumblebee, which is a mustardy yellow. I got one of their split liners in the shade Gâteau, which has a dark brown and a light brown. And finally, I bought the shade Smoke, which is a nice dark grey. I placed that order because I wanted to fill some gaps in my wet liner collection because I was constantly mixing up my own orange and I just wanted a standalone orange just to make things a lot faster. Same with the grey, didn't have a grey before. Brown, didn't have browns either. And right around the time that I made that purchase, I actually became affiliated with Glisten Cosmetics, so if you are interested in any of their products, you can use my code SKYE10 at checkout for 10% off. I do get commission on that code, so It's there if you would like to use it. I fucking love Glisten's wet liners. Anytime that I do a creative look where I'm painting stuff on my face or some graphic liner, I always use their liners. They are fucking incredible. Now March, I also did a couple of repurchases, and this time I did some repurchases from the brand The Lip Bar. Now I had never tried The Lip Bar before, but they are a Detroit-based indie brand, black-owned brand as well. Since I finished my Glossier stretch concealer, I thought I would get a concealer from them. This is the Lip Bar Caffeine Concealer. I'm in the shade number 1 Ivory. I'm wearing this concealer today, not too sure how I feel about it just yet. I mean, I've been using it for like a couple of months now and I still don't really know my full thoughts on it, but I don't enjoy it as much as my Oma Beauty concealer because that concealer is just unmatched. And since I finished up my brow pencil and my brow gel, I thought I would get the Lip Bar Quick Draw 2-in-1 brow gel and pencil. So in this product, one side is a brow pencil, like a... what am I doing? This is one of those triangle tip brow pencils, and then on the other side you twist it off and you get a brow gel. How cool is that? They only had 2 shades of this brow pencil, which I wish they had more shades because I find that this brow gel, even though it is a very nice brow gel, it's extremely pigmented and it's a bit too warm toned for me. I like to have like a more neutral color brow gel or something a bit more cool toned because my brows are quite dark. I'm actually not wearing anything in my brows today. It takes me a long time to get through brow gels and brow pencils because a lot of the time I don't even use them, but I like having one in my arsenal when I do feel like it, and I do like the formula of the brow pencil quite a lot. It's quite stiff, but it's not too stiff, and it's not too creamy either. It's a perfect middle ground, very nice for filling in the brows. The brow gel though, I wish it was a different color because it's just a bit too warm toned for me. It makes my brows a bit too dark too because it's super pigmented. The last thing that I purchased from the Lip Bar is their pressed powder. I'm in the shade Buttercup Baby and I actually haven't used this yet. I was holding that upside down, I do apologize. The reason why I haven't used this yet is because I am currently finishing up my current face powder. Where is it? Where did it go? It was right in front of me. Hello? Alright, my face powder disappeared into the unknown, but I am currently finishing up my Nabla close-up pressed powder, and since I'm finishing that one up, I wanted to buy this one as a backup because I wanted to try the Lip Bar for so long and this powder looks really nice, and also the packaging is really pretty. I mean, look at that. That's so cool. So yeah, I haven't opened this one yet because I do want to finish my Nabla one first, but I got that one too. And the last order I placed in March, I placed another Glisten Cosmetics order because they launched their iridescent wet liners, and you know me, I'm a slag for iridescent shadows and anything iridescent. I had to grab these. I grabbed 4 of the 6 shades. So the first shade that I got was this one called Bewitch. This is a blue to purple. You're not going to be able to see the full shifts on camera, I do apologize, but trust me, this is a blue to purple. The next shade I got is Elixir, and this is a pink to gold to purple. The next shade is Charm, and this is a yellow to green. And the last shade, which is probably my favorite, this is Ritual, and this is a green to pink. I was very curious to see how these liners would do since they are iridescent. These don't have a base color to them, but I do find that you can still see them on the skin even if you don't have a black base underneath them. They are very sparkly. You do need to layer them a little bit more since they are more transparent, but they show up very beautifully on my eyes. I was very surprised, and they work beautifully as little accents, even doing like a full liner with them. If you want to do graphic liner but you don't want it to be as intense, I think these would be really good for you because they are shiny, and since they do have an iridescent base, like a transparent base, you can't really see them all that well. I mean, you can see them when you turn your head and you can see the shine, but yeah, they're really nice. I really do enjoy them. And finally, let's talk about the purchases that I made in April. The first one is a repurchase. This is the Milani SPF BFF face primer. This has SPF 30 in it, and I thought since my current face primer is also a Milani one, this is the Milani Rose Primer, and since this is the only primer in my collection, I just like to have one primer at a time just so I can finish it up and move on to the next one. I don't like having that many options with face primer because to me, a face primer is a fucking face primer. I'm just not interested in face primers. How many times did I say face primer in that sentence? Too many times. So since I've almost finished this one, I thought I would try another Milani face primer. I haven't opened this one yet because I do want to finish my current one at the moment, but I do like that this has SPF 30 in it. Obviously, wear your other SPFs as well, but I do like that this has it added into the formula. And while I was making that face primer purchase, I did a naughty. This is probably the main purchase in this haul that I am not that proud of because this was definitely an impulse purchase. Beauty Bay brought back in stock the Melt Digital Dust Blush Duos, the one with the little fucking bees on them, and I adore bees. Bees are so cute, precious little things, and these had been out of stock for months. I think for like 6 months they were out of stock. So randomly, Beauty Bay brought them back into stock and I could not help myself. I got the shade Buzzkill and it looks like this. I have used it once so far. There's like a light peachy colour and a deeper corally gold. I kept the sticker on the packaging because it has the little honeycomb and the bee on it. I do wish that this wasn't a sticker that you peeled off. I wish it was actually embedded in the mirror, but that's neither here nor there. Now, even though I have used this blush once, I gotta say, it didn't wow me. And for 30 quid for a blush that I'd been waiting for so long, I was a little bit disappointed. Because even though this does show up nicely on the cheeks, this shade is not a highlight shade on me. It's definitely more of a blush, but a very light blush. So I do like to layer it on top of this one. But this shade right here has micro glitter in it that you can see on the cheeks, which I really don't like when a, like, sheeny blush has glitter specks in it because that kind of defeats the purpose. I want a formula that is just sheeny and glowy on the cheeks without having glitter in them. Face highlights though, I don't mind if there's little glitter specks in it because I think it looks really fun, but blush, I don't want that. And also I swatched this blush next to my favorite blush in my collection, my favorite glowy blush. This is the Nabla Skin Glazing Blush in Truth. The shades are pretty damn similar. They're not quite the same. The Nabla one is a bit more pink and the Melt one is a bit more like peachy toned, but the formula on the Nabla one is significantly better. So I think that if you are eyeing these blush duos, I don't really recommend them for the price. If you can get them on sale, then hell yeah, but like, just get the Nabla ones. They're so much nicer, and also, I'm not that big of a fan of Melt. This was the only thing that I wanted from Melt because I don't like that their formula is hella inconsistent across all their eyeshadow palettes, and for that price, it pisses me off that they're so inconsistent, and also the owners partied in a pandemic. So we don't support that. Now I'm moving on to the last thing that I purchased in this haul, and this one has a little story behind it. So I had been eyeing the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb creams since they launched. I absolutely adore the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb formula. Actually, let me just whip out all the ones that I own. I own all of the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs except for Sweet Mouth and Diamond Milk. If these all fall out, I will actually start crying. Please just don't. I also have the shade Glass Slipper, but it's stored in a separate section because the packaging on that one leaks, which pisses me off. But the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs are one of the best gloss formulas out there. I mean, clearly, I own almost all of them, and I use them all the time. So when they came out with the Gloss Bomb creams, these are more pigmented versions of their Gloss Bombs and they don't have a sheen to them, they're just straight up colour. I was hella into them, however I never got around to purchasing it. However, my friend Natalia, Another Day Another Pan, the one that I mentioned earlier in this video, she had 20% off student discount at Boots. Boots is one of our drugstores here in the UK, and since she had 20% off, she offered to get these gloss bombs for me with her 20% off on her account, and I would send her the money, she would send the package to me, and for 20% off I couldn't say no, so I bought these. I got the shade Honey Waffles, which is a beautiful mid-tone caramel brown. A bunch of my friends own this shade and look fucking incredible in it, and this is such a unique like light brown gloss. I'm obsessed. And the other shade that I bought is the shade Cookie Jar. It looks a lot darker on camera and in the tube, but this is like a beautiful chocolate warm brown with a red undertone. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really worn these on the lips yet. I've tried them on and they feel fucking incredible and luxurious, but I haven't really worn them on my lips. Actually, let's try them on right now. The reason why I haven't tried these on is because I literally got them in the mail yesterday, so I haven't gotten around to putting them on my lips yet, so let's actually try them on. I don't think either of the shades are gonna go with the look that I'm wearing today, since I'm wearing like a nice pastel-y purple look, but I'm gonna be applying the shade Cookie Jar because this color, I couldn't decide between the two colors, and I was on Instagram Live, and all my friends on Instagram Live said, get both of them then, so I got both of them then. I'm basically blaming this purchase on y'all. But yeah, this is Cookie Jar. Do you see? Super pigmented right off the bat. That is the messiest application of lip gloss that I've ever done, but this is what Cookie Jar looks like on the lips. It's such a beautiful color. It looks a lot lighter than it does in the tube, which I don't really mind, and they're so juicy on the lips. I feel like I need to test these out a little bit more, but the formula, just from first impressions, reminds me quite a lot of the Oden's Eye Cream lip stains, and y'all know those are my favorite lip glosses ever. I fucking love them. So I'm excited to keep testing these out, and these colors are beautiful, very unique to my collection. I will say though, if you don't like a taste or a scent to your lip glosses, these really do have a taste and a scent, so be warned if you don't like that. And anyways, with all of that said and done, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do let me know what you have purchased recently. I would love to know. I'm so nosy. I am pretty happy with all the makeup that I've purchased in the past 4 months. Of course, I will be continuing this series throughout the year. So I believe the next video, wait, hang on, May, June, July, August. The next video will be coming up in August, so in another 4 months' time. If you'd like to see more makeup content from me, then follow me on my Instagram. It's beautyybyskye right here. I post all of my looks there, and I'm active on there every single day. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here, and as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.